Hey, this is Ben and Donna, and we are in Washington, D.C., out in the snow, because we wanted to do a series of videos for you. We had a book come out not that long ago called Single, Dating, Engaged, Married, How to Navigate Life and Love in the Modern Age. And it was our attempt to help people at every stage really navigate the complexities and leverage the possibilities in each stage. And after we wrote it, we had tons of questions come in about particular issues. How do I handle this, or how do I solve this? And the challenge with the book is you had to edit it down. It was originally twice as long, and we just had to cut it down. And so we thought we would do a couple of these to try to answer some of your specific questions and to help you as you navigate life and love. And so this first video, we wanted to cover a thread that runs through every single stage, and we feel like is the key to victory in every single stage, and that is community. Vibrant, encouraging, wise, and we would say godly community. People around you that can encourage you in whatever stage you're in. It's interesting, in the book of Genesis, when God is forming the world, he says of Adam, in the midst of perfection, it's not good for this man to be alone. Before brokenness and sadness in the world, he looked at Adam and said, he's incomplete. He is meant to be connected to other people. We are hardwired to connect to one another. It's actually considered torture to put someone in solitary confinement. It's a form of punishment to isolate people. It'll literally drive you crazy. And so we are hardwired by God to be connected to other people. So for those of you who are single, I talked to some that feel maybe a sense of shame about the intensity of their longing for connection. And let me just tell you that we're wired for it. You're meant for it. And though it may not be met romantically right now, it can be met in community. Some of those emotional needs God's given you. The book of Romans says that we are not just in the body of Christ, if you've come to know Jesus. It says, but we're made members of one another. That we're not just individuals that happen to all believe the same things about Jesus. When we come to know Jesus, he links us together with an us. And one of the greatest gifts God has given us is us. And it'll help you in that single season.
I remember my single season. It was incredible because I got to be a part of a community that had some families in it, that had some that were just married couples that are just a little bit further ahead. There was families with kids, families with dogs, so they would invite me over to feed me and to let me play with their dog, and just actually to tell me what it's like to be in that season. So they would come and encourage me with the things that I would be doing in life. They'd come and, whenever I would be leading worship or doing something, they would come and be a part of that. And then they would actually ask me, hey, how do you seek God? What are some things that you're doing to seek God so that we can do that too?
Yeah, and I would say community is going to be the key to success in dating as well. On the front end, I think there's a lot of benefit in having community around you that'll help you in the evaluation phase. It'll save you time from lingering too long with somebody that you're not meant to be with, and it'll keep you from entering a bad relationship to begin with. So having community around you will help you right on the front end of dating. Donna's community did a great job of that.
It was fun. We would, so a bunch of the girls, we would be together and maybe see the guy there's a guy that they would see and they'd be like, I'm kind of interested in that guy, but I don't know. And so the other girls would be like, all right, let's throw a party. Let's go do something. Let's do something together. Let's invite us all to go be a part of something. The group of guys, the group of girls, and we're all doing it together. We would do anything. I mean, we'd go ice skating, we'd go play volleyball, we'd go do different things, but we would bring the fun, and we would do it in a less pressured environment, because what we could do is we could evaluate her on how she's acting around him, and we could evaluate him on how he acts around us, honestly, because it matters about how he treats us, and also how he acts towards her. And we could tell her, hey, yeah, this looks good, or hey, you know, I just don't think he's that into you.
Well, and that's the benefit of community. The book of Proverbs will say that in the abundance of counselors, there's safety. Having counsel around you will keep you safe from entering the wrong relationship to begin with, or lingering too long in one you should have never been in the first place. Yeah. And that's the benefit of having community around you. It can be awkward to pair off one-on-one too early, and then when you realize, man, this isn't a good fit, now you have to tell that person, I don't want to be around you anymore, and that can be awkward. But you can be infatuated with someone, bring them around your community and say, oops, no, never mind, I didn't really like him. And all you've really got at the end of the day is maybe he picked up some friends, y'all had a good time, and it saved you a lot of heartache.
Totally.
But community will also help you as you journey through dating and get closer to engagement. The book of Proverbs not only says that in the abundance of counselors there's safety, it also says in the abundance of counselors there's victory. that having wise counsel around you will keep you safe from being with the wrong person or making bad decisions in dating, but it'll also give you confidence that you're on the right track, that you found the right person, and that there's someone who's worthy of your affections. I know for me that when I was dating Donna, I knew that infatuation skews evaluation. And when I'm into somebody, I'm not always seeing them clearly. I wanted people that loved God and loved me to be around us. I invited her to situations where we'd be around different people that could look at her and say, that's someone worthy to set your affections on. That's someone who makes you better. You're the best version of you when you're around her. And so you want that community around to give you confidence, I am in the right relationship. And then as you enter into marriage, man, that person, that group of people can come around you and encourage you as you encounter a new set of stresses and strains that marriage always brings.
Yeah, Ben just said that the best version of you when you're around that person. That's what also in community, in marriage, those people can help you be the best version of you for that person. And so I think that that was what's so great in marriage when I would go to my community and be like, hey, can you help me with this? And they would say, yes, because we're for your marriage. We love you, we love Ben, we want you to look like Christ in the church, and so we're gonna help you.
So I know as I'm saying all this, some of you might be thinking, man, this is easier said than done, Ben. Like, I had a group of friends and they all got married and moved on, and I'm by myself. All my rowdy friends have settled down, and I get that. I was the last person in my friendship group to get married. Or some of you go, well, I'd love to join a community like that, but I've visited churches and I sit in the pew and then I leave and no one says hi to me and I feel alone, and there could be discouragement. But let me tell you, that doesn't negate the fact that you're built for community, and you'll be most alive and most safe and most victorious in community. So I just want to challenge you, find a good, godly, vibrant church to get involved with. Go plug in, risk getting involved in some small groups where you can meet people of various ages, because I promise you that one of the greatest gifts God has given us is us, that we is better than me. And so whatever stage you're in, you're gonna thrive if you can get around a vibrant community. So we got other videos coming up about singleness, about dating, and about engagement that we'll get into, but we hope this one encourages you, and we're gonna go inside now because it's cold out here.
It's cold out here.
We love it. See ya.
Bye.